Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mr. Span of the Span Report podcast, and I'm doing a tech video. I don't do these often. In fact, I do these very rarely. I think the last video I did anything remotely about anything technical was about the Nexus 4, and I was doing that video. I think, a video sample of the camera, and I did a sample of the differences between the Nexus 4's display versus that of the Galaxy Nexus. So, obviously, I'm a bit of a Nexus fan. I'm a bit of an Android fan. And this right here is the Nexus 5. Just got my Nexus 5 Tuesday. Today's Thursday, the 7th. Yeah. So I only had the phone for a couple days. But in my time with this phone, because I do like the phone, I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. It's a nice looking device. But in my time with this phone, I've had a glaring issue. And that issue has been with the battery life. Okay. And right now my phone is sitting at 85%. But I'm only getting 5 hours and 9 minutes out of this charge left to its own devices. Okay? Now, the phone hasn't been off of the charger that long. As a matter of fact, maybe, let's take a look here. Phone has been off of the charger for about 49 minutes, 11 seconds, and I've already lost about 15% of my battery life. Now the screen has been on because I'm trying to do this video, but when it comes to these settings, let's go through these settings a bit here. Let's go through the display settings. Alright, now I don't have the brightness set too high. I think the brightness may be at about 20%. It's not on auto brightness, so it's not drawing from the ambient lighting or anything. I have it on the Wi-Fi network in my home right now, simply because I don't want it searching for a decent LTE signal where I live, so I can put it on my Wi-Fi network. It's a pretty reliable connection here, and so that's why I have the Wi-Fi on, but the Bluetooth and everything else is off. When you go to the location settings, which is also where you can get a lot of battery drainage as far as GPS and things like that, checking in, I have that saved to the new battery saving mode that's baked within Android KitKat. So it's on battery saving mode. The Facebook and Google search and Messenger, all of my social media apps right now, I have those set to only refresh every 4 hours. And usually they'll refresh when, I do those manually, but I don't have it set to refresh every 20 minutes, every hour, nothing like that. So I should be seeing more than the 5 hours of battery life that I'm estimated to get if I left this phone to its own device. That's a pretty precipitous drop in juice for this phone, and it's a brand new phone, man. That's the thing. That's most disappointing to me is, like I said, I'm a big Android fan. I'm a big proponent of the Nexus line of phones, but this is an issue, man. This is a damn big issue. I know I've heard and I've seen videos where people are talking about they getting 10 to 12 hours of battery life out of their Nexus phone. Maybe I have a defective device. I don't know. I know I'm coming from an HTC One. I was typically able to get 10 to 12 hours of usage out of my HTC One, pretty much on the regular on that phone. And even with my Nexus 4, I never really had real tough battery life issues on my Nexus 4. But with this Nexus 5, again, there are battery life issues. Now, I know a lot has been made about them putting a 2300 milliamp battery in this phone. They should possibly have put a 3000 milliamp battery in this phone, something similar to what they put in the LG G2. I don't know. But if there are any tips that you guys could give me that could help me preserve some battery life to get the most out of my phone, those would be much appreciated. If you can leave comments there, you can hit me up at thespanreport.com. Leave some comments there. Let me know what you think. But yeah. That's the gist of it. Battery life for me right now sucks on my Nexus 5. So hopefully I can get some answers, and maybe in return some other people can get some answers about this as well. So until next time, fam, peace.